before anybody's watching. All right, so sorry about that, guys. Probably shouldn't have started until after we cleaned up. I got the cowl mounted. You can see that it's a good cowl line. It's all lined with plywood. We have my standard 1 bolt holding it on instead of I'm glad I didn't use these because they look like crap. And I have a carbon fiber rod in here. I'll sand that off when I get home. But what we're going to do now after lunch is we're going to line this thing up and mount the blue wing on. The first thing we need to do is we need to disassemble all this.
Yeah.
You got a number 22 blade, long blade.
I've got one, but it ain't very sharp.
I don't need a sharp one. I just something to cut that cowl block off with. Something that'll reach in there. So this was all been lined. This piece here, of course, I cut that back. That's perfect. Okay, so I need to knock these. The only thing I hate about tacking stuff on is it leaves these little.
Yeah, I know. And if you sand them off, then you got a hole. Yeah. But I always sand them off, just like you're doing. I always sand them off. It's easier to line there with nothing there.
Go ahead and cut the fuselage apart at that line. I'm going to cut this out here on the jigsaw.
So you want to cut it there at the high point of the wing.
Yep. Okay, I've cut my cockpit out. And what I'll do here is I'll lean this back inside. When I get home, I'll get my round sanding block, and that'll be the dashboard. So you don't have to add any weight.
Yeah, so we can see if we can get that back together. This sort of cracked.
Oh, no.
Anyway. It does alright. It's a broke joint in the works.
Now let's see if my wing will fit. I'm gonna leave you this push rod. I don't know what we're gonna do with it.
Me either. It's too small. I've tried them before. Maybe we can use it for something, a spar or something.
I'm gonna cut this off. I don't know if you can use this again or not.
The next size bigger one that they get, and the rods down there fits a little loose on those pre-made ends. Oh wow. I'd have to grind that aluminum and all that. I'll just chuck it up in the drill and turn all that crap off of it.
Okay.
They're in the lathe.
Let's see if this fits on there. And I'm getting good at my old age. Almost. Ever so close. Needs a little bit of fitness. Get my buzzard sweatshirt over here so I don't forget it this time. Okay, so what do we got here? Is it gonna fit? What is not fitting? Not quite lining up. What's the problem? So let's stick with some paper on it.
It's typical.
What?
You know, you'll cut that opening at a slight angle.
There we go. It'll be fine. Well, I've added dope on here too.
Yeah. Man, they ain't no good.
Oh man, it's close. One a little loose. I don't want it to be super tight on there.
Nope. You want a round?
Nope. This,
Nope.
Nope. This stick is perfect for what I'm doing.
All right. Another round, then you can't get one.
This is the Lincoln log method.
Yeah. Yeah. It is really, sir.
When you let's see, you can't see what I'm doing here. When you guys were kids, or when I was a kid anyway, we had toys called Lincoln logs. And they had notches in them, like this. And then their corresponding piece would fit on there. Let me ask you this. Do you think you're going to be able to break my airplane when everything is keyed together like that?
Like building a log cabin. Lincoln log cabin.
So, I've got the front piece to fit on there. Now I have to fit the back. And I can tell you right now that I'm going to have to drill some holes and notch this 3/16 back. Well, that's the first gig. Man, this is probably the best I ever done.
No, the last one we had a few problems with, I remember.
But this one's right on the money.
Want to rack down? Nope.
That's inside wing Phillips anyway, so it don't matter. I have to take this out, though, I think. Or maybe not.
Should deflect enough.
Yeah, fine.
Are you gonna put any doublers on that? Over
No.
that joint?
This joint here? Yeah, probably.
You want to go ahead and glue them on one side of it? So it sort of
Well,
keys it together like?
yeah, we can. I mean, right now I'm just trying to get it fitment.
I know. Just asking. Just asking. Where I normally have problems with is it's right here. I end up having to file this back that way towards the tail a little bit because the salt scarf.
Yeah, we're gonna have to on this side, but not on this side. What is the deal? Yep. Let me see your rat tail. That'd be better than trying to do it with that.
Yeah, all that'll be a little bit big.
Here, hold it up like that.
You gotta watch where we set this up at or you won't have enough room above it.
I guess it would help to put it on the right way.
Yeah, you can put it on upside down. That don't work.
We're so, is that side good? Yeah, this side needs a little bit more.
It's a little snug. I mean, yeah. It's centered on the trailing edge good. But you got a little gap here more than you got on this side. I could probably use a swipe of sandpaper.
Right here. And,
You want it to sort of float in there.
yeah, let me sight down this. And it's right on the marks. Needs it right here.
Alright, it needs this side right here. Full length of it. Just a couple good swipes. Cause it's actually sort of laying on there and binding just a little bit.
On the top here or bottom?
This side right here. The full length of it.
Probably down to
Needs a
my
little
pen
bit.
line.
Maybe, well, you don't have to take it that far, but it is touching. You got about a 1/16 of an inch gap on the top, but the back lines up perfect.
Let's see. This right here. Okay.
Right there, I'm touching on both of them. I got your clearance, so that's good. Good for clearance.
Now we need the lines on the table to see if it's in there square. I think it should be. I mean, it's right, should be right there. How's it look on
Oh, it's lining up great down here.
the, okay,
That's a beautiful fit.
put the lines on the table. Remember, we have to lay the nose off the table,
Yep.
the nose ring.
Yep.
So start here, I get to go this way.
Typical.
Well, there goes the cradle. I won't be able to use the cradle no more.
Let me get this dusted off here. There won't be any magic markers sticking. We're gonna go front right where I'm at. Front of the airplane right here.
Boy, I got a bunch of motor offset.
Yeah, I know you did. I'm a lot more than I have to put in. I only put about 1 degree in there.
3 degrees. I want it to be pulling me up off the ground overhead.
I don't want it yanking my arm off. That's what I don't want. No.
Let's see what the boys say. Good evening, Alexander. Actually, it's afternoon for us, but that's close enough. Okay, the general drill is to draw intersecting lines. So we're going to get a line here for the fuselage to lay on.
I still got a partial one right there. You need to move your airplane. Hold that. You're leaving that freaking line, I can't see it.
Kind of. Okay. Now we need to measure from the nose ring back, and we'll give us a little extra. We need to make a line this way for the trailing
Trailing
edge.
edge of the wing.
Make it 2 foot back. Oh no, we can't.
Can't, you gotta do it pretty accurate.
It's got to be less
It can
than
be less, but it can't be more.
21.
21?
Yep. You have to measure up this way, 21.
Yeah, I know. I know, so what I'm doing. Right around there.
Okay, we don't need this no more. And we need your high dollar surface plate and layout tool. Let me see that pen. I want to put a mark on this. Now I can just eyeball this, or I can measure it. What do you think?
I always measure just double check, but
Oh.
I mean I can eyeball them pretty damn good. But
Measure it, see if that's right in the center, because we need a line there for this to set on.
take this ruler right here. It's the centering ruler. Where do you want your mark at?
No,
Back
down
there.
here.
On that one.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Well, hearing one is a problem. Let's see. Right there.
Hey,
Quit bragging, man. You just got lucky. You already had a little piece of a mark there, and you
No.
put an ink pen line over top of it.
no. Okay,
No, because you're not going to see the one in the back, but
no. It goes right like that.
I mean, normally what I do is that. I put a mark here and get it on the line.
Yeah, we could do that.
And set it between these two pieces again, and we'll. Oh, you still got a little bit of a mark there.
Yeah, but it's off. I say it's there. Go ahead. You're not on the center.
I'm just looking at the marks. The one and the 16th is one. Damn. Okay, right there.
I guess my original mark was right on the money.
If you take these blocks like we're doing here and run them up, because he's already shaped some of that fuselage, this will get you, where you need to be.
We're gonna need more weight though to hold it. Let's see, I get the back and then the front moves. Close.
I can put more weight on it than that. You want it?
Yep.
It'll probably move a little bit here and there.
Gonna have to move that tripod, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, gonna have to move you, which is no big deal.
Don't get seasick. Cecil, the seasick sea serpent. If I remember that.
Oh yeah. Okay, so the trailing edge should fall right on that line. Should.
Should.
or thereabouts. It don't look like it's gonna. Why? Oh, because we said it's close. It's not. It's gonna have to go forward that way. So we need to get this on the.
I don't know what you're doing, but how I do it.
Get some balsa triangles we can block up on this line here.
They're still good.
How I do it at home is I have balsa triangles I glue to the glass right on that line. Then I push the trailing edge up to the balsa triangles and then line the fuselage.
We got sort of busted up the last time. Reglue them.
Yeah.
These are the shims that go underneath the wings like this. Line you up that way. You only need about 4 of these. You really only need them on the trailing edge. You glue that one, set that like that, and then glue that. And might get a piece of wax paper to do it on or something. Well, it's gonna fall. I guarantee.
And where does it fall? Under the bench. Where it's the hardest to get.
Probably
right there. Make it so it's difficult.
All right, now this, we can glue that to that line.
Yep.
Like that. X forward this one to the line right there. You need that out of your way a little bit?
No. Fine.
You need to glue up another one of these.
I have something similar to this setup at home. I have glass, but it's not as big. This setup here is sweet to do this. It'd be great for building an I-beam wing. Of course, then your bench is tied up.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, we gotta push that.
You got enough of these wedges?
Huh?
Got enough of these wedges?
I need to get yours down a little better.
4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's sort of hidden in there.
Now, why is this thing clogged again already?
Is that the full one?
No. That's why.
It's still got some in it.
Okay.
I should be able to butt that back up against them.
Yep. Now, is the wing centered on the
Now,
line?
here's what I do. I lock this in here. I take a couple more of these and I put them right here, like one here and one here.
Be great.
And that just sort of locks it in there, and you can still pick it up.
Is the wing centered on the line? That's what this way.
Right. You got to have that right first. Or is all this alignment, this front
It's not.
stuff doesn't mean shit.
Gotta go. Gotta come this way 1/8 of an inch. See, I normally glue triangles to the bench right here to hold this 4 triangles
Yeah, you can do that too.
to hold it
I
down.
mean, all we need is,
These slide around.
yeah, no problem.
Or just
Look in that back drawer, and there should be a bunch of pieces of balsa wood back here, which are the old ones that we took off last year. Should be right there in the front of the drawer.
little tiny sticks like this one, you say? Yeah, you could work it.
Doesn't matter, just a little 1x thing.
Okay, I got 4 pieces now.
You put the X by the X. Smoking.
Hey, good job.
It whipped right under there now. I'm telling you, it's on there. Oh, like Donkey Kong. Let's go use that one. This is wasting.
These are just temporary little things to hold this thing square on here. Need one more after that one.
This was that one I was gonna put there, or use it wherever. Get some more scrap.
All you're trying to do is hold everything straight while you get it tacked. Which one's a full one?
This one might be getting plugged.
You guys need to figure out how to make a CA bottle that doesn't clog.
Yeah, and these are Teflon tubes. Goes right there. There.
Okay.
I gotta make one more.
Why is it so far off? What the hell's going on here? Okay, that's why. So, I need to glue this down good.
Nose is on, tails on.
Okay, you can get those pieces in the front of the wing. Okay. We're just about there. I guess we could get those 1/8" pieces to scab inside, to hold that fuselage this way, or some 16th or whatever.
Yeah, we need to make a couple of these T's to go back there. That don't feel right.
Let's see what they're saying. 14 with 3 thumbs up. UK 7 hours ahead, give or take. I suppose the only thing we're ahead of in the United States. Well, let me tell you something. You guys can't be as progressive as we are. Mr. Potato Person.
Where they at?
UK.
UK, I don't know. Are you guys still under lockdown?
You heard they canceled Mr. Potato Head, right?
Yeah, I heard that yesterday.
It's Potato Person now.
It's typical bullcrap is what it is.
Okay, one more. I got pretty aggressive with the glue there. I'm gonna glue the fuselage to the table.
You gotta watch it. It only takes a drop in that glass, or you'll be peeling spots of glass if you're not careful.
I'll put it there. That'll work. Well, this bottle didn't act quite right.
That's the empty one, that's why.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh, man. I need something to take. I didn't get it right. Crap.
Oh, here's the thing. Here's.
I need another T. I just cut little triangles, 90-degree triangles. T's will work, I suppose. Okay. So this airplane is gonna be born on the same day as me.
Yeah, sort of. It's married.
This bottle's the empty bottle.
No, it should be the full
Yeah.
one.
That's the full one over there. Okay. We got everything jigged. Ta-da! Now the hard part. What's going on here? Why did it move forward? Give me the glue. That's the empty one.
Heck out of the way. Went you high, low, or what? Let's start with these leaves over here. Make sure you don't set it down on something, because if it's on a nub or something, then you're screwing up.
Okay. Okay, check the front.
Perfect. I don't have any marks on the wing to go by.
No, I just kind of
Just the
sighted.
fuselage side. Which, if the wing's not warped, the only thing you're going to do is, level the trailing edge. So,
It's not warped.
and if it's not in here like this, and you got a center line, and you cut everything off on the center lines, then you should be fine. Now these can only be in there just until they barely touch. As you feel them touch, stop. You don't want to pick anything up. You need to put a weight down on that when it comes time to glue it up. Make sure it doesn't lift, cause see, got a little.
It'll be fine. So if it's out a little up, that means that I need to sand which side? This side?
Well, you gotta look where it's touching. If it's touching right here and touching right here, you gotta relieve that to let it go down.
Pull that out.
You know, a teeny little bit, and we need to scab these pieces on this.
Yeah.
While we're doing it, we're gonna have to lift the whole wing up.
So it's right here.
Yeah, figure it out. Let's see where we're at there. Yeah. Both sides. Now, what are you gonna join that with? 1/8 inch or 3/32?
1/8 by half.
Making me look for 1/8 inch wood in here. My script 1/8 inch started coming out.
No matter how perfect you try to cut it, it's going to be a little off. You're going to have to fidget with it.
Oh, God.
I'm telling the camera people.
Perfect piece, already sliced. You get 4 pieces on that.
Yeah. It'll be good. Those will be good for the top, but not the bottom because
You need a wider piece up there.
I need a narrower piece on the bottom. Those will be good for the top. Or bottom, I mean, whatever.
The thin part.
Yeah.
You're gonna fit in there just like that. Okay.
What is with this glue?
I don't know. You keep sticking the nose of it into it.
There it is. Another piece.
I gave you 2 pieces, didn't I?
All right. Man, this feels light.
Then you need 2 pieces for the other side.
Yeah, but 3/8 instead of half. This is just a test fit, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to pick it up. I'd help if I,
Gotta have it in there the right way.
yeah. We won't do the tops until it's glued together. So we turn it over.
Back up again, touching. This has got to get back. Push against me a little bit.
I like my triangles. Can't break them off.
Yeah, I don't want to break my glass.
So why is that?
Is it in? Correct. It's on the bottom. You gotta have to.
It's not much, but
Yeah, but if you look at it, it's still hitting right here, and it's still hitting right here, and it's hitting all the whole length of it there.
let's take it back out.
What we do is take one of these off there for right now. Get it in there. Need to put your doublers on the bottom too, so the guide's in there. You want 3/8?
Yeah.
1.5 inch.
Now Bob Hunt's watching this. Well, I don't do it like that.
No, there's 1,000 ways to skin the cat. So
This is the best way I found.
I swear by this way. I just once I get jigged up, man, I ain't going nowhere. I can glue away. Now Rapey probably do it in his hand.
No, he makes some type of Rube Goldberg.
Yeah, I know. I did his bear cap, so I know his.
He makes a Rube Goldberg jigging system.
Okay, you got them pieces on the bottom?
Nope. Don't need them yet. No. Why is that? Give me a pen. That pen right there.
See, you got a gap from here back
Yeah.
on both sides. Personally, I'll tell you what I think it is. I think it might be hitting on the bottom piece and it needs to actually go down a little bit. narrow one. Right at the very tip of it. I don't have to take a line off of it. Just okay, do these cutouts for these tubes. File that up.
Give me the file. Yeah, I just cut them.
Doesn't matter, it's not that delicate. Take 16th out of it.
That's it. That's it.
Okay, and do your splices on there. That's the big glue. I took the empty bottle and put it up. Is this washer one that's too big?
Yep. You see the glue?
Oh, yeah, over there.
I broke the damn thing again. We got plenty of glue on it this time.
You in?
Should be.
Okay. Not completely lined up down there, but it's in.
That it?
Yeah, are you forcing that to make that stay over there, or?
No, what's going on here? I think roll it forward so I can look and make sure this is getting in. Cause
It's going in. I can see it up here.
this side's in.
I mean, if you're touching here and here, you're in. It's not on the outside. In fact, it's narrower than what it needs to be.
I didn't want to put them on the top until I got it glued. Oh, see it? Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. It was on the other side of the bell crank pivot.
Hold on, you got back off. Okay. Okay, come on up. Yeah, that's good. Great, great. I can see it touching. It helps to have two people because otherwise you run around the freaking table about 50,000 times.
This scraped up in the wrong spot. We're gonna do it different. Just gonna glue it on there like so. Okay. So we ready for glue now?
Yeah, you put that weight back here in the back of that. Hold it tight. All right, push forward. Okay. We're still touching. We'll run the gauge around it one more time.
Yeah.
And on the money there.
Let's see what the boys have to say.
Right on the money there.
Thank you, Robert. Happy birthday, he says. Thank you. Yep, still in lockdown, yeah.
Oh, that's a shame, guys. That's a shame.
Seeing as it's nonsense.
That's all set, ready to check the back. These are good here on this piece on the side.
Good. A little high. Okay, wait it. A little high. Let me see what's going on over here. We jiggled it around.
Let's see, what you don't see is you don't see the bottom, and you can't tell if it's holding it. That's why it's high. If that was low.
Yeah.
This isn't even touching here yet. Wish it could. It's on this one. Is that good right there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a couple more in there.
You know, I need to cut me some steel while I'm at work. We got a lot. I got.
Man, these things are great. I use them all the time.
Once we get this where it needs to be, do we want to tack these in?
You don't have to, because you're going to be tacking all this. And as soon as you tack all this, you can yank the thing out of there. Put some epoxy or whatever. Or did you bring any blue stuff?
No. Do that at home.
Is that good?
That's good. Okay, that's as far as I can tell. That's where it belongs. So, what are we gonna do? Are we just not gonna epoxy this on? We're just gonna CA it.
Well, looks like that fuselage just got to go that way. Because we got a gap here and nothing here.
How about now?
I mean, right there is tight.
Yep, it's right on the money. Right.
Okay. Put something against this side over here. Or I could tack glue this right here, this doubler.
Yeah, but don't we need to get some epoxy on the nose of that? You know, on my Lincoln log cutout. At least epoxy that up there, and then stick it together. course,
Well,
we can
we got it lined up. I mean, it's basically lined up. We know that it will line up and all the joints will be tight.
And you can just pull the nose off that way. Should just slide right out.
Yeah, I could do that.
And let's put the epoxy on there, and then we'll CA this. And then I'm not worried because it all gets super filled inside.
Right. If you could get a tack on this back part to where it can't move relative to the wing.
Hold that tight. I don't know if that tacked or not.
Oh yeah, it did. Don't force it. Okay, that just holds it a little bit.
Slather on some 5-minute epoxy, just pull it straight out.
I think you need to just buzz these down just a little bit.
Okay. So, to everybody, motor mounts are keyed in. This firewall's keyed in. It's keyed in right there. The fuselage is keyed in right there. And the compression spar is keyed in. So the heart of the airplane, right in the middle, you'll never be able to pull it apart. You might want to put down some wax paper underneath the, well, maybe not.
Well, it's not mixed, but it's ready. Equal piles, even though I just moved that one that way a little bit. It didn't run into the other one. You took that off that bottom, right? Both sides?
Yeah.
Okay.
Want to get it in here.
Yeah, I put all your epoxy on that piece right there if you can.
You got a piece of wax paper we can put right here. So don't goop onto the glass and glue the fuselage to the glass.
Do I have wax paper? Of course I got. Everybody got. I got wax paper, parchment paper, saran wrap. What do you want?
Now, it's too wide. Still be damn wide.
You gotta pick it up just a little bit to get it under it.
Yeah.
Not harder because everything's still there.
Now, when we do this, it's going to be tricky. That's why I didn't want to put those on the top, because then you could just flip it over and put them on. But we're going to have to push them in.
It's all right. It'll pull out enough to line back up.
Okay.
That's why I got these thingies here. I got this to reach back in there and a ruler.
Okay.
Normally, when I'm doing mine, I know you're in a hurry because you don't want to wait. But I always use 30-minute, 1 hour epoxy for this, and I put it on there, and then I babysit it for a couple hours.
Mhm.
Come back, check, recheck. I know the nose ain't gonna fly off of it.
Of this?
Nah.
No. This ain't Brazil. The Brazilian characters.
Well, them flaps are still a little movable.
Okay, help me get it in here.
All right, you watch one side, and let me watch the other. Good to go over here. And we go forward. Let me put back here.
I have a hell of a time with these little string. Boy, it looks straight as an arrow. Let's check all this. That's good. Still good. Check that side over there. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure it has to be all that perfect.
Well, it's as flat as the table's flat, or parallel. When I put this table in, I leveled this table to the floor, so it's level left and right and front and back, corner, and then I shimmed the glass to the table, with a straight edge again on the glass. So
Thick. This is,
it's not just flat,
I'll order some thick from Amazon. Set it right in the glue. There we go. We got her now. I did. I set it right down in the glue.
Yeah, normally I put my palm right in it. You all locked in there now?
Feels like it.
Can't really go nowhere. Can't go nowhere.
Glue's pretty much set up. I need to mix up a little more epoxy and goop it down in there. Maybe put a piece of wood in there. It could have come back a little bit. But I don't know.
I think you're hitting in the,
Top side.
you're hitting here and you're showing the gap here.
Yeah.
Or you're hitting right here.
It needs a little 16th inch piece of wood stuffed down in there.
I wouldn't force it. I wouldn't even put it in there. I'd fill that with superfill. Superfill will do as much as that does, if not more. It doesn't weigh anything. Doesn't put any undue wedge type stresses on it.
It's still all lined up.
It's lined up, that's lined up. Can't get nowhere.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'll just stupid fill it.
I mean, you're gonna do that to it anyway, so you get your double crank brace in there and I think you should let that sit up for a good 10-15 minutes and then before you try to pull it up. You don't want it rubbery.
Let's see. This is, man, I guess pretty damn good. They're close.
You're gonna have sandy inside a little bit.
Well, they get,
Oh, you got your horn way out there, so you can
Yeah.
cut off.
they get rounded here and angled, but I wanted to do them on the disc sander. But I need to see where they fall so I can make a mark and round them both together, so they're both the same. And that'll be the last operation I do today here.
Yeah, that's a delicate one.
I'm happy. I mean, I didn't get an elevator stabilizer put on it, but
I mean,
whatever.
there's all different ways you could do this. You know, this could have been done with rods and
Eyeball.
eyeball.
Laser.
I've done eyeball many a time,
Yeah.
and especially on the stab, where I'll just stick one pin in the front of it and one pin in the back of it, and then you still rock it,
Well, that's how we're gonna do this.
and then just. I don't ever block them or weigh them down or anything like that to make them level. Whatever is natural.
Remember, I'll cut this slot here,
Yeah.
and then after I get the top built, I'll put it in and get the top, then I'll bring it over here and we'll put it up on that block and eyeball it and
Yeah.
do
That's
that.
the best way to do it. Put the sticks on the ends to keep it square and then just level it.
Let's see what the boys are saying. Or anything. Can I ask a question about covering the wing? What are your thoughts on Brodak silk span, light and medium? Which would you use? And what about silk? Okay, Alexander, my thoughts on this is use the lightest silk span you can get and leave the silk on women's dresses. Silk takes too much dope to fill and it's too heavy.
If you're trying to make your airplane bulletproof, then you're building it too heavy. Basically what he's saying. And we cover, these are 60 size airplanes, and we've been covering them with lightweight tissue. Brodak, well, I've been using Brodak lightweight tissue, and Robert had some other stuff that he was using, but it was lightweight also. Medium's okay for the open bay, you know, the wing, the open bay. I wouldn't go any heavier. Any solid wood surfaces, the fuselage, the stab, the elevator, the fin, the rudder, lightweight silk span, or Japanese tissue. Japanese tissue is actually stronger than medium weight silk span, and it's stronger than carbon fiber. And then lightweight tissue comes in there, and then medium weight tissue. It's really, you know, would amaze you. If you checked on the videos there, you'll find a video where we did a test. We took the same piece of wood and cut all the pieces, the test pieces, out of the same piece of wood, and we covered them all. I think we put 3 layers of
3 coats.
3 coats of dope on the bare wood, and then we did put the different weight silk spans and carbon fiber on, and put 3 or 4 coats of dope on every one of them where they were identical. We cut identical strips. They're about 6 inches long and 1 inch wide. And then we did a brake test with them. And we held all the same direction, so all the tissue was up, and we were braking. Let's see, what did we do? Did we put the weight in the middle?
Yep. We use the drill press and scale.
Yeah, and you know, just seeing how much pressure it took to break them.
Oh, great.
And the ones that were the best was Japanese tissue, by far the strongest. It's also the lightest. Make sure you put the shiny side out, put it on wet, pull all the wrinkles out, dope it down, let it dry. And lightweight tissue comes in second place for any solid surfaces. The fuselage, the stab, elevator, fin, rudder, wheel pants, wheel, door, whatever, anything outside of it, you know, even the open bay wing, you can use lightweight silk span, or if you can cover with Japanese tissue, we would be doing it, but it's so hard to use on the wing in those bigger pieces that we tend to go with just lightweight tissue. It'll still take 4 coats of dope to fill it good, but after the 4th coat of dope, you should be just about ready to start.
Can you use women's nylon stockings? I did back in the 70s for combat airplanes, but don't do it.
Why? That's
too heavy.
It's stretchy.
Yeah. Use silk scarves.
Use silk. It's not the same stuff, you know. Like silk, if you pull on silk, it won't stretch. You don't want to put anything stretchy on there, because then, your plane will still flex.
Well, it locks up with dope, but
Well, I know it sort of does, but the point of silk is that silk is one of the strongest fibers there are. It's the strongest steel.
heaviest steel too.
And it's heavy. Yeah.
Lots of dope.
By the time they make it, and they use all them little strands, and I think they go by momos or something like that. That's how they said the weight of it, and like 4 momo or 5 momo silk is the weight that you want to get. There's a place, I think it's out of California, called Thai Silks. They work with modelers all the time, so they pretty much know if you're going to go the silk route. But if you got a nostalgia airplane or something like that you're covering, I don't know that I would go with silk unless I was building an old time or maybe a classic plane that was still being covered with silk at the first time period.
Is this Tom Morris building weights?
Yeah. Yep.
In this drawer?
No, they go under the table.
Huh?
Under the table.
Under the table.
Yeah, I don't want to hide them. And I happened to pick them up when I saw him at a contest.
It'd probably be $25 to mail them.
Yeah. Damn, what did you kill a dog in there?
Yeah. Burritos.
Yeah, I guess. Made it right to the border.
Okay.
I'll be set up. Take it apart. Pull the belly. All right.
That'd be all right. Didn't get it quite far enough forward, but it'll be fine. Got quite the gap there, but it's glued on the side here.
You're tight here. You're tight here. Where's it going to go? This cutout's in there at an angle.
Yeah.
No, that's where you're sitting down at, and you're going to poke it. Got a wedge. Boy, where's my spray paint at?
Your what?
My spray paint.
Spray paint.
Yeah.
For what? Oh. Yeah. How'd it go?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Done there. I got one second to breathe.
Hope I can't dope. That'll be the time for air gloss.
Yeah. Ain't going nowhere.
No. Just be nice to get it better attached.
Well, I can tell you one thing, if it breaks, it's breaking the wood and everything. You're gonna have major breakage going on.
Yeah. 70 ounces, I feel it picking up weight already.
Yeah.
What?
I don't doubt it.
Okay, the last operation I want to do is them flaps. Okay, this one is the short. No, it's the long. Man, that was a pretty good guess. I did that online. I gave it a guesstimate where it needed to be.
Mm-hmm. Like that.
And it's within an eighth of an inch. I mean, in all actuality, I could leave it like that, but it wouldn't have the Warden coolness. And it does rub a little, so it don't matter. So if this one's right, then we'll take the same amount off for each one. No, they're different. Of course.
Thank you, Gersteiner. Gerstner toolboxes. They allowed me to buy this at their yearly sale that they have, yard sale type thing.
Okay. You got a quarter? I can, yeah.
Yeah.
This would probably work.
I got a quarter right here.
Let me see. Got to have the Warden coolness.
Wondering if that push rod's got glue in the end of it.
Okay. So, the first thing I want to do is, I guess I'll saw it off and start to save on the dust. No, I saw. I'll probably have to adjust these several times to get them even.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a given. That's a given.
But I'd like to start off close.
My minuscule little measurements. Use the third quarter for a radius on something else, didn't you? Yeah, I remember right.
I'm going to hand sand that radius in, I think. That disc is pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
Light?
Yeah, it feels pretty good.
So you start getting the parts on it.
And you stick it flaps on, I'll say it's a tank. It's a tank. Feel that puppy. 70 ounces.
Yeah, see, I don't have enough paper in the damn thing.
Enough what in it?
I think there's too much taper. I need to come back maybe another 1/8 of an inch. Angle that back. I'm trying to get away with the least amount of material, and it just doesn't look right. It won't look right at all. Get them fingers in.
Where's the taper that you're looking for? I don't understand. Yes.
Now, why did that do that?
Well, you gotta come here more of a taper or less?
No, this one's fine. This one's not. This one needs to. Why would they be different? Well, they're different widths.
Well, you only guessed at them anyway, so you didn't know what your dimension was gonna be no matter what, so you just gotta measure this and make that side the same. But use that angle.
I need a small ruler. Here. Okay, this is 11/16. And this, yeah. So we got actually 3/4, and this one here. Three-quarter, and this one is 1/4, and this one, yeah, there we go. So it needs to get cut off. Right like so. One side will be good, the other side wasn't, so whatever. Make it work. Now we'll see if, and like I said, it'll take several adjustments of this to make them look right.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my temporary in there.
And things could change in a heartbeat, as people have seen already that I've done with this model.
Yeah, I've seen you do that stuff many times.
Okay, that looks better. So now it gets the quarter treatment. But I'll do that at home. this airplane that I'm building a tribute of was built by a gang. Look him up, Tom Warden. Super fine craftsman. I think he flew the Nats, and I think he did third or something like that. But he wasn't really a Nats flyer. He just was great in Southern California in the early 70s, late 60s. So now I bolt my cowl back on. We have my cockpit cut out. My cowl roughed in. Just zinging right along. Use these. You guys didn't think I'd get it together, did you? All that dicking around with a cowl.
Yeah, but it came out good too, so. Symmetrical. Got a good fin on it.
Don't want you accusing me of stealing your quarter.
Oh my God, heaven forbid. If I'm gonna go broke by you taking my quarter, then I feel like that little guy on that movie. I want my $2. That paperboy keeps chasing that guy. What was that movie? I want my $2. And the poor little paperboy, he crashes off a cliff and all sorts of stuff. He's all beat up, but he still keeps chugging after that guy trying to get his $2.
So it gets some big swoopy fellas in here. What the hell's this?
I can't remember the name of that movie that was in. Somebody's gonna tell us.
More birthday wishes.
Mary Kerman says, ready to go. You can put a knife together under 65 ounces.
Come on. Okay. Who? What? You got a 60?
Derek, that guy was supposed to come over here today.
And how much does that weigh?
Says under 65 ounces.
Yeah.
64 and 7/8, 60.
Still not light enough for 15,000.
I mean, it's got electric in it.
Are you,
You need something?
Yeah, we're online, but go ahead.
did you get an email? What you got?
Yeah,
I need,
let's go.
So the plan of attack now is we're headed home. I'll stop and pick up weeks worth of TV dinners And we'll be in for the rest of the night sanding, and I'll put this together. I'll come back online later for the wrap up. This is shaping up to be pretty nice. I think it'll be one of my better creations. The wing come out super sweet, so I'll end up putting the super fill on it tonight, getting it all locked up. I'll probably work on the bucks, the mold bucks. I need to mount that cowl back on this so I don't forget it, lose it. At least it's going home in one piece, which I knew it would. Pretty light so far. I think I'm going to cut the height down of this bottom a bunch because it's set up more like a piped airplane than a mufflered airplane. It's just pretty bottom heavy. So I'll try to cut it in half. But I really can't do that until I get the cowl hollowed up enough to get the motor in it. We ended up getting a couple canopies. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the bubble or the World War II. The bubble is more along the line of what it looked like back in the 60s, 70s. But the World War II fits better. I could have used a bigger canopy. We'll probably go with that one. I don't know. It's not exactly what I wanted, but it is what it is. Gotta do what I gotta do. I don't like how deep that is though. So I will probably figure something out. I don't know. Don't look too bad. I can envision it. It'll be fine. European flyers had throttle rudder on the right. Phil Craft and crew. They had an RC pattern international competition in my hometown in '71. I think they stopped making Oski tissue. Strongest lighter weight. Not sure. I've never used it. I just always used like Midwest and SIG and that kind of stuff. So it looks to me, I don't know.
What do you think?
I think I need to cut down some of that cowl. It's pretty beefy up there. Got a lot of breast underneath it.
Yeah, it does. How much you got above the? You got 3 inches. See, roughly 3 inches from the aluminum plates to the Three inches gives you about 3/16 clearance to the head on the inside of the cow. It's 2 13/16 flush to the top of the head, basically. Now this is not a PA, so
Yeah, but they're close.
they're close. So if you allow 3 inches inside dimensions from off the motor mouth, then that'd tell you be pretty close in there.
And I got way more than that. Let me see that
Or
ruler.
you get 3 1/4 or 3 1/2. You got a lot more than that. You got about 5 1/2.
I got I got 4 inches, so I can take an inch off the bottom. If not, I can always have the head stick out the cow.
Yeah. If you got it too
But I
short.
want to cover that muffler, you know. That's the whole point of this is, you know, get the stuff going on
Well,
the
you'll have
bottom.
to put that together and then take all your measurements once you got it all together and then see where you're sitting at. That's not that hard to do.
No. But extend this back, way back here. I want it to
Yeah.
way back,
Yeah. Did you allow how far back's your blocking go back in there?
all the way.
The full distance of the cow?
It goes up to there, and
Okay.
there's plenty. There's plenty. The top block goes to about right here, and the bottom block goes probably right there. So I can really stick it back in there. I'm so glad that I cut that off and redid that.
Yeah, you would have been happy with it being offset a little bit. Even though it wasn't very much, it's still some.
And I thought I wouldn't have been happy.
Starting to look like an airplane, you know? Use that military cowling instead of that other one.
Yeah, it's wider. It fits better. I would need a bigger bubble canopy. They got a bigger one over there?
Oh yeah, they got them that big.
Yeah. Maybe get me the next size bigger and I'll try that because it'll be a while before I'm ready to put it on. So this was this was an 11, I think. We can measure it.
I wonder where I bring this trash can or that other trash can. Either way.
Yeah, it's an 11. Try a 12 or 13. 13, and then I can cut it down. Should look good. Get them big wazoo fillets in there.
70 ounces of super fill.
Yeah. It won't be 70 ounces, I'll guarantee that. Well, guys, I think that's probably going to do it. What time is it?
4:46.
Yep. It's time to wrap it up. I appreciate you watching 2 hours and 8 minutes of boredom. And when I get home, I'll go back online and we'll continue sanding. So till I see you then, fair winds, tight lines. See ya.